Today, we have also noted the submittal of South Carolina's COVID-19 vaccine plan to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and that plan is available now online at scbhec.gov/COVID-19 vaccine. So currently there is a lot that we do know about COVID-19 vaccines, and there's also a lot that we do not yet know. For example, we don't know exactly when the vaccine will be available in the United States, but we're monitoring progress with COVID-19 vaccine trials from the federal government. And we do know that when the vaccine becomes available, initially it will be in limited supply, and not everyone who wants a vaccine initially will be able to get one. When the vaccine is first available, those limited supplies will be reserved for those who are at highest risk of either getting COVID-19, being exposed to it, or potentially spreading vaccine, as well as other critical infrastructure workers. So when the vaccine is first available, it will be for frontline medical personnel, and this includes those people who provide care for our senior populations in our nursing homes, as well as residents of those nursing homes. And then critical infrastructure employees, and that will be defined by the federal government, who are considered to be critical infrastructure workers. At this time, it's anticipated that COVID-19 vaccines that are currently being developed will require 2 doses, and those doses will likely have to be separated by 21 or 28 days. And once an individual receives 1 dose of a vaccine, the second dose of the vaccine will have to be completed with the same vaccine brand as the first dose. And there will be other information that becomes available as specific vaccine products are developed. It's also critical to understand that the safety is one of the top priorities in any vaccine development, and that the vaccine development processes for the COVID-19 vaccine products are no different than what is typically followed for vaccine development for all other vaccines. So that we know that no COVID-19 vaccine will be recommended by our Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices until they have passed the trials showing that they are both safe and effective. Public health organizations and key scientific stakeholders like the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, and the National Institutes of Health are assuring us that no vaccine will be released until it has undergone that rigorous scientific and clinical testing that is part of all vaccine development. And we will continue to emphasize that to our population to address those questions. We know that vaccine development typically takes many years. However, scientists had already begun research for the development of coronavirus vaccines during previous outbreaks caused by closely related coronaviruses, specifically the SARS virus, or that is the severe acute respiratory syndrome. That's what SARS stands for. And the Middle East respiratory syndrome virus, or the MERS virus. So that early research on vaccines against those diseases has provided a head start for the rapid development of vaccines to protect against infection with the novel coronavirus, or the SARS-CoV-2, which is the virus that causes COVID-19 disease. So we understand that there will be many questions about COVID-19 vaccines, and we have information, we have resources, and also we have created an FAQ sheet, frequently asked questions. Those are currently available online again at scbhec.gov/COVID-19 vaccine. As we learn more, we will continue to update that information on our website with the most current, factual, and complete information as possible.